Doug had it and he lost it as well. Gets around Johnston, back on the right foot towards centre half forward. Reid comes out, good defensive play over the head of a teammate. Clayton Johnston jumped on his back and rode him. He looked like a fourth at Caulfield there for a while, Dean Clayton. He's got the free kick though at centre half forward. Bernardo gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. It won't make the distance. Hardingham got back in the hole, got a hand to it. Bernardo happy to see it over the line. And it will be a boundary throw in about 30 metres around from the Werribee goal. Kicking to the western end against the Breeze in the second term.
So the boundary umpire now about to bring the ball back into play. Big pack of players at the drop of the footy. Comes in Hardingham, doesn't even reach Hardingham as it was Bolton who got the tap away. Lapuno kicks wide and it's too wide. Out of bounds on the full. So King will stand the mark. Werribee now bring it inboard quickly. Chug takes the mark in the centre square. Now kicks it inside 50. Terrible kick. Wallen read it well and has taken the defensive mark. Decides to play on now. Has a bounce. I don't think he's got a lot to kick to. Goes short and is fortunate because Lapuno's run forward into the centre square. Now Winch go wide to half forward. Numbers there with Werribee Centrals. Beck, good defensive tap forward. Johnson, can he pick it up? He can. Over the top to Reid, who's run forward. A long kick from Reid inside 50. Dixon dropping back, can't take the mark. Now looks for the safety of the boundary line with the handball. Numbers with Werribee Centrals, but coming in strongly there was Matheson. Can't control the footy. And gee, it's a bit of a shambles, Loz. It's dropped all of a sudden the standard. Handball comes out to Matheson over the top to King. A left footer off a step to full forward. Numbers there with Werribee, and Numbers will win out. Kennedy, away he goes to Karkoukas. He takes the ball at half back. Runs a long way, finally gets a left foot kick to the centre of the ground, but Nathan Reid, he's playing very well across half back today, takes the mark on centre wing for the Winchelsea side. Reid now kicks long inside 50. The lead there was from Berg. Finally, it's Werribee Centrals. Kick across the ground, trying to clear the defensive area. O'Malley, great one-on-one contest there. Takes the ball toward the boundary and over for a throw-in. Half-forward flank for the Winchelsea side. Kicking to, with the aid of a slight bruise in this quarter. Throw-in comes in. Ball to the back of the pack, picked up by Cornish. Left foot to the middle of the ground. Good looking kick, but can't find his teammate there in Nick Smith, who battles on. Forces the ball forward, throws it out. Look for a free kick, doesn't get it. Karkoukas, handball to Chug. Chug across the ground, looking for Jewel. Can't find him, and it's Bolton for Winchelsea. Steps in, goes towards half forward. Oh, just a lovely read of the football there by Mark Harvey on the ground, probably I think in place of Paul Price. The ball drifted over the pack, and he was sitting at the back and took the comfortable chest mark. Man on the mark, 40 metres from goal with whatever bruise. I think he's having some concerns about whether he can kick the distance, but he moves in from 49, low with the bruise. I tell you what, it's not a bad looking kick, and Harvey's kicked the goal, and a very good start to the second quarter with the bruise to the Winchelsea side. 3 goals, 6-24. They trail Werribee Central's 4-1-25. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. We've been going 4.5 minutes.
Well, that probably justifies Pricey's decision to have a bit of a rest in this quarter and bring Harvey on because, as Jason said, probably with the bruise, a little bit of youth there, be able to run down the forward line and run on anything that's going to spill over the back of the pack. Because that's the pattern of play. When you've got the bruise, it's more than likely going to run over and you're going to have to run onto the footy. Werribee, I don't think, are working hard enough. Not working hard enough for when the ball's in dispute, I don't reckon, Eric.
Christian O'Malley boy forgot the footy socks, did he? In front of us.
Back to the middle. Clayton and Hardingham. Umpire Beveridge throws the ball in the air. Clayton got it down. O'Malley, Gillum through the middle. Run into Reid. Drop the footy. Umpire said play on. Bolton gets through the middle. Handball to Hardingham off a step. Short little kick, only as far as Chug. He gets the handball away to a standing start. Nick Smith gets around easily, goes on the right foot. The kick's partly smothered though, falls in the arms of Karkoukas. Gets it back to Gillum from 50. Right foot kick towards the goal square over the head of Berg and Bernardo. Might sit for, Hall. And he got it through, I think, for one behind to Werribee Centrals. So they go to 4-2-26 the Centurions. Winchelsea 3-6-24. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played. You want to see some tackles rewarded, don't you?
Yeah, well, Chris Gillum took a while to get up. That's how good the tackle was, and that's what it's all about. The kick in for Winch. Huge kick to the middle of the ground inside the centre square. Mark not take Reed. Lovely handball over the top. A teammate in Davis wasn't expecting it.
Cornish did well.
This time it's a infringement to Winch. Advantage not paid.
What? Oh, really?
In the back, I think he gave it. So the free kick has gone to Davis.
Sean Cornish really got decapitated.
I thought it was a free kick. I won't say which way. Davis now. Long left foot kick into the full forward position. Ball falls to the back of the pack. Oh, a great try there by Johnson. Tried to kick it from mid-air. Unfortunately, good defence by the Werribee defenders. Took the ball basically off the toe of his boot and over the boundary line. So it's 5 metres from the behind post. And we're waiting now the ball to come back in. So an interesting start to the second quarter. 2 points in it. Werribee in front at the moment. Boundary umpire is probably 10 metres from the behind post to put it in the air, which has happened. Coming across there was Bird. Nice tap forward, but it numbers with Werribee Central. Smith chips it short to Karkoukas and takes the mark just on half-back flank. Kicks it low into the breeze. Coming forward, Hardingham tries to spoil Gillam, who didn't take the ball anyway. Picked up and snapped forward for Werribee, and the big fellow Clayton has taken the mark at half-forward flank. Not a good-looking kick, looking for Sean Simmons, but defensive work there for Winch. Finally sees the ball by hand out to Partridge. Terrible kick from him. And Harvey waited for the ball to come to him. It doesn't happen, you've got to go and get it. Then probably infringed on Chug. No, said the umpire, as the ball comes out to O'Malley. Bit of pace there from him. Kicks it towards half forward. In the road there, Nathan Reed again. Takes it. Lines it up, goes to centre half forward. Jewel at the back. Picked up by Kennedy. Handball to Chug. Werribee out of trouble again. They'll go across the ground. Good looking lead there from Jewel. Can he reach the footy? He's got Warland on his hammer. Picks it up. Warland, great tackle. And the ball off hands again. I would have thought they had ample opportunity to get rid of that, and the tackle should have been rewarded. You mentioned it a moment ago, Jason. I think players, when they've had an opportunity to get rid of it, that's what the rule says. However, the ball comes in, out of wing. Good tap forward there by Clayton, picked up by Reed. Handball, looking for a teammate in Lapuno. Back to Reed, he's in trouble. Handball to Edwards. Now Winch are out of trouble. Long kick from Edwards to half forward Thwaites. Big pack up high. Ball comes forward for Winchelsea. They've done well through Burt, but really picked off his fingertips there, and handball out to Jewel for Werribee again. A low skimming pass towards centre wing, and it beats on that occasion Pilgrim over the boundary line for a throw in. True centre wing, and ball really not bouncing for Pilgrim, Laurie, and he's really probably got to make a bit better effort to get to it.
Yeah, I think he tends to wait a little bit too much for the footy to something to happen. There was an incident there before when the ball went out of bounds. He should have made something of it. Simon Bogey back onto the ground, so his injury can't be too bad.
So the throw in there, Hardingham down to Warland, left foot kick, but intercepted by Kennedy at half back to the middle of the ground where Gillam is free, takes the mark overhead, quickly attended there by Lapuno, but and stands the mark. So now Chris Gillam low into the breeze, a long raking kick. Push forward Partridge there, and well, we're going to say they're in a bit of trouble as Berg goes for the boundary line, and he disguised it pretty well. I thought he got 10 metres gain on it, and the ball drifts over for a throw in. 30 metres from the behind post, the end to which Werribee Central's the city end. Ball taken by Clayton. That's one of those interesting decisions. A no decision this time as Warland again picks it up in the pack, off a step, left foot towards centre wing. Bounce beats all players, coming in strongly as Thwaites. Also coming in is Hall for Winchelsea. Stacks on the mill, and the umpire,
some good body work there.
And the umpire gave him a chance on that occasion, and it wasn't coming out, so he put the whistle on play and has balled it up. Centre wing, Hardingham, lovely tap down. Ball taken by Chug for Werribee Centrals toward half forward. Good Warland, great mark over the ruckman. The umpire called play on if you don't mind. Warland kicks it out wide. The only player out there is Reed, so it's an advantage Winchelsea at this stage. He chips it forward looking for a bogey. Can't take the mark. Kennedy comes in. Handball to Festuca. Festuca, another handball to Clayton. Clayton out wide to Kennedy, who's continued running from half back. He's almost at 50. Handball in ball to Nick Smith. He's inside 50. Runs goalward, puts it on the boot. and has missed to the left-hand side. Gee, well, it was a great build-up and deserved a goal. Only a behind for Werribee. 4-3-27. They lead Winchelsea 3-6-24. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes gone.
So the Blues to bring it back in. Callow with the football. Hardingham gives him a lead towards half-back. He goes in that direction. He puts it in towards the middle. Reed's there. Clayton. Bolton's there as well. Reed used the body, then couldn't take the mark. Clayton tries to tap it on. Comes back towards Minnie. Thwaites is in there fighting hard for it as well. Pack develops. Bolton holds. He's hatched it. Oh.
The big fella, once
very,
he gets it,
very lucky.
He likes to hold it in.
He does.
Clayton.
Rod Bolton put the tackle on. The umpire says it was okay. Through the middle, Gillum. Fresh air shot. Reed did well. The other way. Right foot kick towards Bird at centre half forward. Needs somebody at the front. Hall. Harvey's there as well. Does well. Keeps his feet. Short little kick. And it's not 15. Oh, well, it's not 15, but the umpire said it was, and Brendan Chugg's taken the mark. So, Chugg, don't shake your head, please, Eric. Chugged out. Oh, dangerously goes towards Cunningham. It might be okay. It is. Minnie stands the mark now. Now Chugg goes towards centre wing. Gillum over his head. Edwards stands and takes a good mark under pressure from Foley, who rode him. He's race 5 in Caulfield, I think, and Edwards wasn't happy with the treatment. Play on now. Kicks it towards the middle. Lapino. Look for a handball. Nobody was there, though, so he has to turn around and he'll kick the footy. He goes short to Pilgrim. Takes the mark. So Pilgrim's got it. Pretty congested forward line deep. He goes to the left foot out towards the lead of Warland. Has to sit and wait. Needs somebody in support close to the boundary line. He and Jewel, can he keep it in? Yes, he can, and he gets around and he handballed it to himself. And he's still by himself. Burt comes across to help him now. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. Cunningham puts the tackle on him, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 35 metres around for the Winchelsea goal. They're 3-6-24, and they trail Werribee Central's 4-3-27. We've been playing 13 minutes in the second term from the ruck contest. Johnston pushed off the football. Karkoukas goes at it. Hall's there as well. Warland sits on top of him. Umpire says play on. Falls to Thwaites. Little left foot kick is smothered. Off hands and out of bounds. And we'll have another throw in. This time about 45 metres around from the Blues goal. So 3 points the difference. Throw in now. Thwaites in front. Burt from behind. Short little kick. Burt tapped it on again. Off a step Wallace. Clearing kick. Might be okay to Beck if it sits. Warland against him. Can he keep it in? No, said the boundary umpire. Roland Beck tried to get away with it. He couldn't do so, though.
I think Matty Wall knew it was happening. He'd actually stopped and he was away rolling.
So we'll have another boundary throw in. Outside 50 now.
Problem would have been if the boundary umpire hadn't have singled.
That's right. You don't assume.
Kennedy gets it down from the ruck contest. Pilgrim, 30-metre handball to nobody. Wallace gets back there for Werribee. Sits for him okay. Thought about the kick, then he handballs it. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. So Wallace will take the free kick. Still in defensive 50. Not much on offer at the moment. Clayton gave him half a lead on centre wing. He just chips the ball over the top to Chugg at defensive 50. Plays on now. He goes towards Thwaites. Gillum's there as well. Oh, they nearly muck it up and run into each other, but Thwaites stood tall, took the mark. Plays on now. Goes towards half forward for Stuka. Bogey against him. Hands to it. Now foot race. Coming across Bogey again, does well at half-back and breaks free. Right foot kick towards centre wing. Harvey. Oh, Davis. Thwaites got there one-handed, couldn't take it. Harvey, Davis, Harvey, little toe poke. Now coming through Burt. Good, does well. Gets a kick away towards half-forward. Might be okay to Hall. Does he take the mark? Yes, he does. Held up, though. Needs to get it away. Got the handball away to Bolton. Still 60 metres out from goal. Goes with a long right foot kick towards the square wall and gets back there. Has to sit and wait. Coming across Dixon. Good defensive play. Still in the field of play. Was that high? Yes, said the umpire. And Davis will take the free kick in the right forward pocket for Winchelsea.
If it wasn't high, he made sure the umpire saw that it was.
And 50. So somebody has done something down there for Werribee. Back chatted or done something. And now Ryan Davis was on the boundary line. He will be in the middle of the goal square and kicking the goal.
What was an impossible shot becomes a sitter.
Very silly.
So Ryan Davis puts it through for his first. And the lead for Winchelsea. They go to 4-6-30. And they lead Werribee Central's 4-3-27 Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 16 minutes played.
Like they're the crucial element to the game of footy that can win or lose, Laurie, isn't it? You know, he had the impossible shot and either somebody says or does something ridiculous, and the penalty is a goal.
Oh, certainly, Eric, and I was going to comment on their defence. I thought Werribee's defence in this quarter was sensational, and all of a sudden they've blown it by doing something stupid. And look, they look to me very, very good when they prepare to run the footy out of it. They worry me a little bit when they're standing, and Corey Wallace and Co down back, just not quite sure where they're going to put the footy. But when they get it on the move, they look very, very good. And as I said, they've done very well at this point of time. But that was a gimme, and you shouldn't do that.
Reed's certainly toughened up the back half for Winchelsea, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, it's a good move sometimes to put it forward into the back half.
In the middle, this time Clayton tapped forward for Werribee Centrals. Handball comes over the top to Reed, and he runs to the centre of the ground. A low skimming pass. The lead has come from full forward. Pilgrim can't bend down and pick it up as it goes straight through his legs. Now Werribee, Dixon, he's tackled, gets the handball clear. Coming in Hardingham, he can't pick the footy up. Ball is underneath the players. Umpire will put the whistle on play and put it in the air just forward of centre circle for Winchelsea.
Eric, Nathan Reed's had 6 kicks and 2 handballs in this quarter, so backs up what you're just saying.
So the ball goes in the air once again. Hardingham gets the tap clear this time to Thwaites. I think that might be Reed's opponent, and he's a long way from him. Ball in the middle, handball over the top to... that was Johnson for Winch to full forward. Down there is Warland. He's forced out of it. Pushes back through his legs, skillful play. Unfortunately, he just about had the ball and was away, but the ball beat him over the boundary line. He was only 20 metres from the goal line.
He's a clever player.
He's a clever player.
He controls it so well. It was almost a basketball manoeuvre then, and almost worked. But the ball now thrown in again, deep in the forward line for Winch. Burt, nice tap forward. Unfortunately, nobody there, although Matheson comes in late, but the ball beats him over the boundary line. So Winch, they've gained 15 metres toward the behind post, deep in the forward pocket for the Winchelsea side, kicking to, I suppose you call it the Geelong end, would you, if nothing else? So the ball comes in there, big pack of players there. Burt, first one to get to it, taps it forward. Warland overruns it on this occasion, and again it's over the boundary line. Advantage slightly Werribee from that ball in as we do it all again. Ball's got now back almost to the 50 metre arc where it meets the boundary line. So Winch losing ground on that occasion. This time Burt again takes the ball. If he's tackled, he's in trouble. Gets a handball clear to Bolton. Kennedy, I don't know where he's going. He's heading back towards the goal area. Tackled and put the ball over the boundary line.
There's a little bit of flooding going on, I think, here.
Yes, there's not too much in the forward half. In fact, there's 6 players in the forward half of the ground for Werribee Centrals, as the boundary umpire being directed to come in a little bit by the field umpire, and that's a good move because it'll get the ball back into the field of play a bit further. It is a good ball in as Burt again takes it. Handball quickly to Pilgrim off the left foot towards full forward.
Good mark.
Cornish, is it?
Yep.
Terrific mark by Cornish. Did it well, and now there's a bit going on. Dixon is really having a bit to say there. I think Burt might be now what's happened here? The umpire
50.
He's going to give 50 out of the situation eventually. So Cornish now the benefit of the free kick and the 50-metre penalty.
It certainly counts when you get your 50s, don't you? This one means nothing at all.
Although it's a fair 50 by the same token.
If he doesn't shut up, it means something.
So Cornish now chips it short because Roland Beckett's run from half back. His opponent hasn't gone with him. Now he kicks it inside forward 50. Terrific kick for the Werribee side. It is inside the 50-metre. Reed again taps it defensively. Beck, he's followed through. He's inside the forward 50. Can't take the ball. Picked up by Chug. Chug hooks it round the body towards the full forward position. Chris Gillam has eluded his immediate opponent and taken the overhead mark 30 metres out directly in front for the Werribee Central side. At the moment, they trail by 3 points. So ball now with Chris Gillam about to move in. Lovely low kick with the breeze, but into the breeze, but has sprayed it to the left. Behind off his boot. 1-1 is his tally for the day, and they still haven't got to the lead. Werribee 4-4-28. They trail Winchelsea 4-6-30. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes gone.
Callow plays on from fullback.
Gains 10 metres, goes long with a kick, looking for Hardingham. The big man to run onto it. It's over his head, over Thwaites' head. Cornish stands there, does well. Ball, though, chopped off over the hot shoulder, said the umpire. Rod Bolton giving the free kick away. So Cornish now plays on, goes towards centre half forward. It's a good kick too for Beck, well weighted, and he does well under pressure from Bogey. Takes the mark at centre half forward. Pretty congested forward line for Werribee Centrals. The lead's on from Bernardo. He goes in that direction. The big man has to make up a bit of ground close to the boundary line. Berg happy to see it over. And a throw in 40 metres around from the Werribee goal. A try by 2 points, 4-4. Winchelsea 4-6. Boundary throw in. Hardingham. Clayton got a second tap onto it. And close to the 10 metre square for Werribee to run on a Gillum. Kick over the shoulder. He's missed again as the rain starts to fall here at Eastern Reserve. It's 1 behind, 1 goal, 2 to the coach. They go to 4-5-29. I try Winchelsea 4-6-30. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard.
Quarter time scores, GDFL. Inverleigh 1-1, Thompson 3-3. Belmont Lions 1-3, Anarchy 2-3. Geelong West no score, Belpost Hill 8-5. And North Geelong 6-4, Bannockburn 3-1, East Geelong 2-1, Corio 2-6. As we have the ball about to come into play, Wallen kicked the ball to himself, runs on, kicks it long outside 50 now. Oh, terrific leap there by Edwards for Winchelsea. Takes the high chest mark and outside defence is 50. He now moves in. He's kicked it almost to forward 50. Long kick. Spoilt forward there for Werribee, but umpire got in the road there. Great shepherd for Werribee. Handball O'Malley. Handball over the top.
Oh.
Yeah, well, almost to a Winchelsea player. The lead has come from Sean Simmons, a long way from the forward area. He's taken the mark on centre wing. So Simmons now for Werribee Centrals. Kicks it low into the bruise. The lead has come there from a number of players. Chris Gillum can't take the mark. Players attacking the footy with great vigour. As Gillum, lovely handball out to Roland Beck. He's run from half back. He's had a pot shot from inside 50. It's across the post goal. But Mark Bernardo, he read it well, backing back towards the behind post and took the strong chest mark. Just the benefit of a strong man up in the forward line, Loz, isn't it?
That is his forte, Eric. He's a strong boy. There before when Jason was calling, he probably could have, in my opinion, an extra step and maybe made the mark, but that's not his trait. This is what it's all about. He uses his muscle and his strength and he kicks the goal.
So Bernardo over the umpire's head. Lovely kick from not very far out. And it's goal number 3 for him. He's certainly the focal point today. It is the 5th for the Werribee Central side and they regain the lead. 5-5-35. They lead Winchelsea 4-6-30. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, I think it all came from a very nice, neat handball from Chris Gillum in there, out to Roland Beck, and Roland Beck probably should have done a little bit better with his kick, but to finish up with Mark Bernardo, and he's kicked a nice goal.
Well,
so.
you know what half-backs are like. Roland Beck was having a go from inside 50.
I think he was having a go too, Becky. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So they'll be very pleased with that goal into the breeze because it just has strengthened just a little bit, I think.
So back to the middle, 5 points of difference. Later stages of the second term, Hardingham and Clayton umpire throws the ball in the air. Hardingham got it down beautifully to Wallen. Bacon half forward goes there now. Burt pushed his opponent in the back and Cunningham comes back. Handball over the top to Davis. Should have the quick reply if he can get away. 20 metres out, he's sprayed it. And 3 for 1 behind. 1 goal, 1 his tally. 4-7-31 Winchelsea. Werribee Central's 5-5-35. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
Interesting, Laurie, the same traits developing here. The seconds was 7-15 to 7-7 Winchelsea's way, and they're kicking a few behinds again.
Yeah, well, that's not footy smart, though. When you're in that position, Eric, you've got to time it. You don't have to kick the cover off the footy to kick a goal. And a couple of weeks ago, I watched Forbesy from Thompson doing exactly the same thing. Inside 40, he tries to kick the cover off it, and you haven't got to do that. You just got to put the boot on the ball and she'll go through the middle for you.
Dave Kennedy to kick in for Werribee Centrals. Looking for options. Manned up pretty well. Zone defence here for Winch. Kicked it low and they found a spot for Chris Gillum to run into and he takes the comfortable chest mark for Werribee Centrals. Now long kick outside defence at 50. In fact, to centre wing, Sean Simmons up high. Can't control the mark, however. Thwaites bends down, picks it up. He's thrown over the boundary line with the footy. So we'll have a ball in on centre wing, outer side, just in front of the scoreboard, which shows Werribee Central's 4 points in front at the 26-minute mark of the second quarter. Hardingham and Thwaites. Hardingham gets a tap to the back to Bogey. He's immediately tackled, in fact dispossessed by Chris Gillam, who runs forward now, kicks it long. Oh, magnificent mark, Nathan Reid across half-back. He kicks it out wide looking for Pilgrim and Hardingham, but ball too well weighted and neither player can get to the footy, and it's run over the boundary line. I see Reid apologising to Pilgrim, so perhaps the kick was a little too well weighted. So it's half forward flank, Winchelsea, outer side. Probably another goal now would be most beneficial, Laurie, before half time.
Yeah, time's running out. Any score now will help.
Ball thrown into the advantage of Hardingham, gets it down. Kennedy, handball, only as far as Pilgrim. Handball to Price back on the ground, one step. Ball kicked to the full forward position. Oh, coming through strongly there was Burt. Can he control it? He can't. A rush behind to Winchelsea. So they start to mount up the behinds for them. 4:8:32. They trial Werribee Central's 5:35. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
Wallace kicks in. Short. Finds Jewell. So Brad Jewell 30 metres out from goal with the football. Looking for a longer lead possibly. He just pops it up wide. Looking for Kennedy. Can he keep it in the field of play? He can. Takes the mark at half back.
He's had a bit of the footy today.
He has. Kennedy now. Left half back flank. Goes with the right foot. Kick towards centre wing. Hardingham in front. The big man takes the mark. Diving in front of Clayton. So on centre wing, Craig Hardingham. Oh, dangerously tries to kick the footy. And Simmons might be in here. He kicks off the ground. Luckily for Winchelsea, Ray Edwards was playing in front. I suspect that's why Craig Hardingham might handball all the time. It was a terrible kick behind the play there on centre wing. Bogey handballs it out wide for Reid. Doesn't sit for him the first instance, but he's got 30 metres to pick it up. I hope it stays in for him now. It's pretty close, he does. Kicks it back towards half forward to nobody in particular. Thwaites should have taken the mark, couldn't do so, fell over. Got a push in the back, the umpire helped him out. And we'll take the free kick. Well, in fact, it's going to Chug. That's play on. And now the kick over the head of Beck, and Bogey takes the mark. So now, Bogey chips the ball into the middle to Minnie. He takes the mark right in the middle of the Eastern Oval. Goes with the right foot kick long over the head of everybody except Thwaites by the looks of it. Oh, he doesn't take the mark. Over the head of Price as well. Coming back on it, Cornish does well. Left foot kick around the corner towards Nick Smith. Played on quickly at defensive 50. Needs to get away from Wall, and he's dropped the footy.
Wall will have a chance from there.
Yeah, I'll back him from there.
So no talk to Nick Smith there, and Matthew Wallen mowed him down, tackled him, and has the football.
Likes a goal.
Man on the mark at 50.
So Matthew Wallen has the football.
Probably kick him all night at training from there, wouldn't they, Laurie?
Oh, look, he'll have a depth. There's no doubt about that. He's a beautiful kick.
He chips the ball towards Lupino, and he takes the mark 30 metres out from goal. Uncontested. You'd still back Wallen?
He's a defender, Lupino, isn't he?
He's better on the run too, I think, Lupino. As the siren sounds, so a pretty important kick for Damien Lupino. He may have missed it, I think. And through for one behind.
Eric knows his footy.
So at half-time, it is Winchelsea 4:9:33. They trail Werribee Central's 5-5-35. 1 goal 4 to the Centurions in that quarter. 2 goals 3 to Winchelsea. 2 points of difference at the main break. The goal kickers for Werribee. 3 to Mark Bernardo, singles to Chris Gillam and Sean Simmons. While for Winchelsea, singles to Paul Price, Scott Burt, Mark Harvey and Ryan Davis. 2 points of difference at the main break. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our second half action of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon between Winchelsea and Werribee Centrals. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.